Good morning. It's 10:14 a.m. 1/15/2013 here. This morning we started off with the left elbow gap down. Then it was time to get long here in the platform. We had the breakout, and right here from 722, you can see clearly here in the market maker platform, we went parabolically up to 734 where yesterday's breakdown occurred. Now, having said that, we can see clearly here in the application that we were minus 0.56, which equaled 8.99, which equaled $11.15. Each one of these lines are $1.24 per line, and they're 100% accurate in the price and high frequency trading model. Once again, when we featured about buying the call contracts, when these call contracts, that was a 720 call, that got down to $3.70. This is where the intraday purchase was. By buying those down here, they marked them down close to $5, $4.80, and they've taken all the premium out of them the last couple of days when Google was dropping rapidly down from 742 to the 712. They took all the premium out of the 119 monthly expiration. Once again, the put side paid big. Now we're having a 720 call on the intraday bounce, with Google coming with the $22.90 intraday range right here, making the high of 735, where we transacted another short after and cashing in on the calls. The thing that I would like to show you here is that it's very clear that this does not lag. Standard technical analysis does. Each line is $1.24. When we got down here to negative half delta, which was 712 was the low, we were right here at 1.5 delta. We kind of slightly went below it. That was $18 and some odd change right here. That's that negative ratio, and we've traded it all the way up here to positive 5/8 above the half. So intraday, we got the big swings. We've got the platform 0.59 on the high equaled 9.47 teenies at $1.24 per teeny, which is now dollar price movement 11.75 to the positive. Down here on the opposite end mathematically in our platform, and you won't know how to read it, only the people that are trading it and the people who use it know that it's mathematically coded and it doesn't lie and it doesn't lag price. Standard technical analysis can drive you crazy. This doesn't. So basically we have a top reversal. We've got a diamond resistance after the big move. 722, we went parabolically straight up. And once again, the price volatility, rather it going to the upside and or to the reversal side. So we spent a day and a half selling down from 742 and some change all the way down to 712. And it was time to get long off of the bottom. And it's time to sell into resistance. Once again, they make great money on both sides of the market. Trading the calls was great. Look at, we got 217 highs and 142 lows. The lows came in the morning. Once the low ratio stopped, there's the range. It was time to get ready. We got over 2 million shares. This company reports earnings on 1/22. Therefore, whatever kind of news that's been hitting the headlines, you can see how a high frequency model can change course. And basically, when they get on sale, it was time to buy off of the bottom. It had a big correction. And then we've had the same distance mathematically here. We've had the same distance mathematically almost as we did down going up. Yesterday, I will just point out where the highs were. It was right over here. And this is where we were getting short yesterday up here at 742. And we went straight down to the cliff, all the way down yesterday. That was where the put options and the big short paid. It was wonderful. Now on the flip side, you can clearly see today when it hit that gap down in that bottom, this was where we started buying long and the calls went up in value and the puts lost value. So understanding how to trade both directional price movements using our platform, none of this you can be familiar with if you're watching a video. But if you're in the school and you know how to use it, and you know how to interpretate this, it's the most amazing thing that we have ever put together in our entire life. It doesn't lag price. High frequency is in here. The diamonds are accurate. When you break above half bars, there's lots of things to learn. One thing is to know that it's telling us to sell up here at the high. We cashed in the calls. We got a half bar support. That's going to be 728.81. Tells you down here where my pointer is, half bar value. That's this big breakout bar, and we'll update people later on Google.